journaling is gay, weird, or even feminine. I used to think the same way. I was deluded. You're deluded. Amongst the handful of benefits journaling provides, the number one reason for journaling is for mental health. Did you just make a screw face when I said mental health? It's been 180 days since I started journaling, and I'm so happy I've started. There's just so many benefits. I used to think, just like you did, just like the stereotypical teenage boy, whenever I heard the word diary journal, I think, what are you doing, bro? Are you a little girl? But yeah, now my opinion has completely flipped over, upside down. I love it now, and I'm so glad I do it. And the reason I'm glad I do it is because I've seen growth. And what you need for growth is good mental health. And if you don't have good mental health, you're simply not going to grow. But what exactly is not good mental health? What is bad mental health? Well, bad mental health, it's being impatient, stressed, worried, ungrateful, unconfident. All of those sort of negativity, panicking, all of those qualities contribute to poor mental health. And if you want to be able to see growth in self-improvement, Hamza said this, so all credits to him. I'm using this, I'm telling you guys about it because I believe it's so true, and it should be everywhere. It should be on adverts everywhere, on the walls, everything. That if you want to make progress, the number one step, the first step in self-improvement, it's step 0, and that is mental health. Mental health is step 0. It's the foundation for anything to happen. Without it, you can't do anything. You can't even get started. Now, going back to bad mental health, I used to be insecure. I used to complain, even though I had food on the plate every day. But journaling reversed it all. Now I'm grateful. I'm much more grateful, I would say. I'm much more confident. I still have a lot of work to do, I'd say. But I'm much more grateful, confident, and happier, yeah. So if you want to be able to enjoy these benefits, you must stick with me and listen to me and start journaling. And I believe that journaling, it is the number one best and most important habit that one must do, one would do. And here's why. Now, number one is gratitude. Once you have a journal, you can write anything inside of it. And a very good way to start journaling as a beginner is just by doing the bare minimum. And that can be one sentence, one word even, that represents something you're grateful for. Now, gratitude journaling, it's very powerful. And if you're a beginner, all you have to do is do the bare minimum. If you can do the bare minimum once a day, the only tough thing to do is to stay consistent, because anyone can write something once a day, right? And be original, of course. Just literally think about this deep down, what you're grateful for. In fact, take some action right here and find a journal, find a book, find a piece of paper even. Right now, write down your current state of your mental health, what you think about it, and rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being bad mental health, 10 being perfect mental health. 10 being confidence of the max, positivity. You see positivity in negativity, and you understand what good mental health is. But bad mental health, like I said earlier, being stressed, panicking, impatient, social anxiety, all those sorts of things. Once you've scored this on a scale of 1 to 10, write down one thing you're grateful for. Just once a day for a whole week. Come back to that after a week and now write down your new score of your mental health, your honest score. I guarantee you that score will improve. Number two is discipline. Once you have a habit of journaling, well, trying to build a habit of journaling is such a great way to build discipline. Unlike trying to take an ice cold shower every day, which may be painful for some people, journaling is easy, it's quick, and it can be fun. So it's so much easier to stay consistent and build a consistent habit that you're doing on a regular basis. When I started journaling 180 days ago, I'd probably skip 1, 2, maybe even 3 days a week. But now I'm on let me have a look. I'd say I'm on like almost a 50-day streak. That's 7 weeks. I'm so happy with that. And over time, because journaling it can be very easy. The only tough thing to do is just stay consistent, because some nights you might have late nights, but I've understood that, all right, it's a late night, but I'm going to still journal because it's so beneficial for me. Once you do that, that streak is it's going to fly up. Now, number three is staying calm. Now, meditation, you could say, oh, meditation is such a great way to be calm. Meditation beats journaling all the way in terms of calmness. And that is, like, I can't argue with that meditation is very helpful to calm you down physically and mentally too. But journaling, because it's so versatile, you can write absolutely anything. You can write down your worries, your problems. It helps so much. It's like telling a friend, a good family friend, about your problem. And you know well that once you tell someone about your problem, you feel a huge weight lift off of your shoulders. But even better, your journal here, instead of being a friend, it's a friend who's available 24/7, 365 days a year, 10 years a decade, and so on and so forth. It's available all the time. All you have to do is open it, grab a pen, and just write down about what you think, about your problems, maybe how you might solve them. That helps so much with calming down mentally and mental quietude. Once you've got that, you can finally have a much more restful night of sleep. Number 4, organization. Organization, it's very, very crucial for productivity. I find about 100, 200%, maybe even 300% increase in the likelihood of me doing tasks the next day if I write them down the day before or before I'm going to do them. This is so simple. I do this every single day before I go to sleep. So I've got everything prepared in mentally of what I'm going to do the next day. Once you're mentally prepared, you've got this goal of, all right, first thing I'm going to do my morning routine, meditation, all of this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to eat for 1 hour. Then I'm going to study for an hour. Then I'm going to go on a walk for an hour. Then I'm going to read for 30 minutes. I'm going to eat lunch. Once you've got this organization, this plan, and once it's written down on paper, you're so much more likely to do it. Everyone knows this. It's been studied. It's been researched. Scientists have found out that writing things down helps so much with actually accomplishing those tasks. You really need to start doing this and take advantage. And once you start doing this consistently, you're going to be able to enjoy increased productivity. But yeah, that's pretty much how journaling beats every other habit by miles. I truly believe that. And if this hasn't convinced you to start journaling, then mate, you listen to me right now. Trust me. Just open a book. I'm sure you've got a book, man. You go to school probably, you've got some paper somewhere. Grab a piece of paper, you've got a pen, and just write down thoughts, worries, plans, habits, and your life's going to improve. And make sure you stick to it by remembering to accept, adapt, and overcome.